guys, welcome to another WoW video, and for today's video I am going to show you how you get the reins of the Springfur Alpaca. This is probably the easier alpaca to get. There's 3 of them. There's one out in Valden that involves a rare, and then there's actually another one in Valden which is the World Quest. So this one definitely is the easier one. To start, you are going to need to find Gersal greens. These are pretty easy to spot. I'm a person that always plays with my environmental settings really low, like we're talking the lowest settings possible. And it's just because it helps you see things that really camouflage into the environment. So you may want to do that if your settings are high, and that'll help you spot them. You don't need coordinates for this. This is all going to be done out in Uldum, and as far as the greens go, they're always near water. So just mount up or whatever and just look along the water path. And yeah, you won't find them anywhere else. They'll always be near the water. And so how I did this is you gotta feed the alpaca for 7 days, and it doesn't have to be in a row. I took many days off from it, so I'd feed it here and there. I was in no rush to get this mount. The way I did it is I found it was easier to just have the 7 greens on hand. That way, if I wanted to feed the alpaca, I could just hop into Uldum, look for them, feed them, and leave. So all in all, it's pretty easy. You could say it's time consuming, I guess. I didn't find it very time consuming. It's not a mount that you can grind out in one day or anything, but it's so fast. I was worried in the beginning that because of the multiple spawn points, it would take a really long time to find them. But I discovered a path that I went, and I would just continue running that path until I spotted him. And I was never out there for longer than 30 minutes looking for the alpaca for the quest. So basically, once you're past this part and you have your 7 greens, that's what you're going to work on. So at this point, you can feed the alpaca once a day. And I honestly, on the last day, I didn't realize I was on day 7 already. Yeah, so you actually see me getting the mount rather than handing in the quest, but that's okay. But yeah, so they do say that the alpaca is on like a 3 to 6 hour respawn. I have a hard time believing that. There is no way I lucked out 7 days on those respawns. I am not that lucky. You guys have seen my mount videos, I just do not have that kind of luck. So I call bullshit on the 3 to 6 hour respawn. There's just no way. It's a much quicker respawn. The only difference, and maybe this is why people think it's a 3 to 6 hour respawn, is that it's multiple spawn points. So you can't just sit at one spawn point and wait for him. You have to run around, and you gotta find him quick because he vanishes within 10 minutes. And once you start getting used to the path that the spawn points are in, you can run that circle within 10 minutes, which is probably why I was never out there for longer than 30 minutes. I was bound to spot it at some point. So this is why I find it's important to already have the greens on you, because then the minute you see them, you just quickly take the quest, feed them, and you're good to go. And you don't really want to putz around, because if you see them and you take, a minute to do something, he could vanish. It was an easy grind, and yeah, gathering the greens, actually, I think gathering the greens took me longer, to be honest, than the hunting down the alpaca. It was a bit to find the greens along the path, so it might take you upwards to an hour to actually find 7 of those greens. It really just depends on your luck for the spawns of those. They may look like they really camouflage into the ground, and they do, but because of the kind of green that they are, it's really noticeable. Like, you'll know right away when you see one. And this here is the mount. I think the mount's really cute. I love the special. Looks really cool. So, like I said, I don't feel like you need an add-on for the greens, but I am gonna show you a picture of where the alpaca would be, because that one you are gonna want coordinates. And so I'll show you a picture of the map here where every single spawn point is, and it's positioned properly that you can go in a circle. That's what I did. I would basically start at the town where you would port into Oldham, and I would just make my way through the circle, and I'd just keep going until I spotted the alpaca. And at the moment, my only alpaca mount, I haven't lucked out on the Valden World Quest one, but I'm still trying. And if you're interested in the rare one that's also out in Valden, you do need seaside leafy greens, but you only have to feed it once and you'll have it. That one would probably be a better farm for a group, hopping into a pre-made group. As for the seaside leafy greens that you would need for the elusive alpaca, that can be bought by the innkeeper that's over in Tortaca Refuge over in Valden, or if you happen to have the Brutosaur, the vendor's on there, so you can use your Brutosaur mount to purchase that. And like I said, you only need that one once. And that concludes the video. So probably went a little longer than intended because I figured while I'm showing you one alpaca, I might as well give you info on how you get all 3 of them. And yeah, and that is the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed. Good luck getting your alpaca mount, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.